Hi, my name's Ryan. Welcome to Put a Rig on It, where my wife and I and 2 dogs and a cat travel all around the U.S., live full-time in an RV. I'm going to be replacing the CO and propane sensor. Ours, we actually had some issues with ours to where it started going off randomly. I always recommend you to be checking, making sure that it actually is working properly. You can either get another sensor that does CO or propane online or at your local hardware store. Ours, we actually weren't having an issue with the leakage. We were having a problem with it going off. Our trailer is only about a year old. Typically these last for about 5 years. Ours happens to be RV safe, CO and propane detector. And I talked to the manufacturer and they said it sounds like it's actually gone bad. Shout out to RV Safe. They actually sent me a replacement for free. No, this is not a paid advertising for RV Safe, but I really appreciate them sending me a new one so that I can be able to replace it and hopefully not have any issues. They say that moisture sometimes can affect it, that dust, other things can affect it as well too. They did say that these are very sensitive and they happen to unfortunately go bad very easily if something was to affect the sensor that's on there. So we're going to replace the sensor real quick. It's very easy. You only really need 2, maybe 3 tools. Screwdriver to unscrew the 2 screws that are here. Wire strippers, you don't necessarily have to have that. And or having some wire cutters so you can be able to cut the wires and replace them with the new one. So I have the new one here, and so it's exact same model. So same 2 screws that are on there. There's 2 wires, red for your positive and black for your negative wires. They already stripped them for you. They just left the little ends on, so it'll make this process even easier. So first things first is to unscrew your 2 screws. You just want to pull the wires out. Now, depending on how comfortable you are, this being a 12 volt, I'm not too worried about it. Some people would recommend you go ahead and turning off the power for it before you cut these wires. So you just need to cut the wires. So in this case, I would recommend snipping at this area so that it's uncrimped as far as on the area itself. So just cut that, and then it would probably be best to go ahead and just do one at a time. Therefore, you don't have any potential of screwing up either one of those. So just need to go ahead and make this one a little bit longer. And then just attach the 2 of these together. And then they did supply a nice little screw nut to be able to attach these together. Make sure it's nice and tight on there. And then same thing as far as with the red wire. Now these are 2 connected. You'll see the new one does have a green light on it, and then you just need to be able to replace it back to where it was. So just tuck your wing nuts back in, slide the black and red wires back in there, and then just screw back on. And now I can go ahead and get rid of the old sensor in itself. Green light is on. You do want to test this out just to make sure that it is going to work appropriately. And as you can see, it's blinking red, which is an appropriate test for this. And it should automatically go back to red when it's go back to green when it's done. And it will go back to green. That shows you that it is working properly. Thanks for joining us, and hope you have a great day.